Hi, welcome to the Slayer's Keeper podcast. I'm Slayer, and this is the first episode. It's titled, Be Who You Are. Now, God, hold on, a vampire.
Stupid girl, you won't ever stop me. You don't have the power.
Who does nowadays?
Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. No. Oh, God, they ruined my shirt. Okay, damn it. Oh, it's called Be Who You Are. Now, being who you are is really important. I mean, based off the title, you would expect every individual has his own unique self. But that's not exactly true. There's this hidden truth within us. Like, an instinct. All-knowing. Like, knowing who you are, being aware of your soul, your spirit, your mind. And some people have higher elevation points than most people. A slayer is a hero. Someone chosen who was born wrong to fight evil of all kind and to save the world and to stand for unity, being non-judgmental. Yeah, I got issues with love, so I won't be discussing that in this podcast episode, but believe me, I will get on the topic this season. But yeah, being who you are is important enough that it's crucial for every individual to walk in into their uniqueness. And that's what I did. Since I was young, I know it was different. And going back, I remember the first time I seen Buffy. And this is going to become relevant once I explain to you how I became the Slayer. And here is the channel, as I said, for any type of entertainment. I do it all, meaning singing, dancing, acting, and rapping, writing, creating, artist work. So, I want you, who's ever listening, to know that there is nothing wrong with you when other people try to attack you or judge you because you don't fit the mold, you don't seem like everybody else, you're a little eccentric, you got your own niche. And in school, all of the cool kids were sticking together, of course. but you find your pack. And as you discover, you think that it's the worst time of your life, especially high school. And as you get older, you realize all of the things that make you different, all of the things that people judged you on, talked about you in school really don't matter, because that's what the world, yourself, your family, your future family, for you deserve to be yourself, and you will find out that it has become an attribute as a good characteristic trait to have, being yourself. You yourself, you have inspirations from shared experiences, from travel, from movies, from music, from television, from plays down to Broadway. You can create anything. Our full power of our mind has yet to be revealed. Only the part that we're not using our full potential of our brain, and there's a lot of other stuff going on with DNA and hormones and all of that stuff. So like I said, being who you are is very important. And I remember watching the show. I was actually trying to watch Dawson's Creek, and this show Buffy was on, and I was on the telephone watching TV. I was about 12, and I remember Angel, the vampire, whipping Buffy ass. And I was just on the phone like, oh God, I can't wait till the show is over. What the hell is this? And then when he told her, no friends, no hope, you take all that away, and what's left? She grabbed the sword and with her eyes closed, opened them, and then drew the back of the sword in his eye and got up off the ground feeling helpless, hopeless, and she took her power back. And she whipped his ass. I won't do any super spoilers here, so just know that that was the defining moment that pulled me in. And there was also the other scene that did it, which is very important. Buffy was born wrong. She came into her powers after the last Slayer died. That's when another Slayer is called. And a Watcher finds her and tells her that it's up to her to save the world, even though she didn't ask for it. So, the Watcher's plan, if you tell anybody you're the Slayer, you could be in danger. They can kill you. Maybe even the government. If somebody discovers your true identity, it will be bad for you. Keep it a secret. And I understood that. Because who wants to be judged? Who wants to be rejected? And once you're not living in the other person's reality, it's really hard for some people to put their feet in someone else's shoes. Welcome out in these shoes. They couldn't do it. So I was able to. That spoke to me when her mother found out she was the Slayer. And she started drinking, and she was having an anxiety attack because, as a mother, I guess they worry, but then she said, it's because you didn't have a strong father figure. I mean, that is what was said to me. Being different, gay. I said it. I have to practice what I preach. I cannot expect anybody to be themselves. If I'm able to preach and give you guys information and not reveal the importance of me, all of me, so you can understand my train of thought, my mind, and where I'm going with the dialogue, which is not written. So I'm thinking verbatim based off of the titles of the season that I have. But that episode did something to me. So her mother said, she just don't accept it. And then Buffy said, open up your eyes. What do you think has been going on for the past years? I mean, you still haven't figured it out? And she said, no. Buffy said, it never stopped. Do you think I chose to be this way? Do you have any idea how lonely it is? How dangerous? I would let it be normal. But I gotta go. I have a job to do. I have to save the world. And her mother told her, if you leave this house, don't ever think about coming back. So it bothered Buffy, where it was like another astral blow to her chest. But she left. Hence her going to the angel house, or angel's condo, which was really badass. His own little spot where the Bats hung out, and she whooped his ass. And she did save the world. But as you will see, that is what shaped me. That show is what saved me. Being introduced to Buffy by mistake, because there were no role models at that time that were talking about anything gay that was good, where there was representation, or anytime somebody mentioned, I always call somebody the F word, you know, gay, and you just think of all of the bad things you probably heard of when your friends, if they have, talked about other people that were different. There was nobody that I could look up to on television that was small, a girl, and keeping a secret. And that show gave me strength. It allowed me to never get beat up again. I became more skilled. I became more into my martial arts. I said, there's a reason for me to watch this show, because I wasn't doing good at that time, being younger, and there was nobody to talk to. And to have your family members think you're going to hell, or that's a choice. You woke up one day and you decided, hey, I'm bored. Oh, well, look at the chest on that guy. Let me be gay today. It did not happen. You don't choose this. You don't choose sexuality. You damn sure don't choose identity. It appears that way, how nowadays Republicans and in politics, they want to, find a murderer. If it's not the black guy, it's the Mexican. If it ain't the Mexican, it's the gays. If it's not the gays, it's the drag queens. If it ain't the drag queens, it's the trans people. Hello? There's literally people like myself who's intersex. And that's something that usually is kept under wraps and only revealed once there's health complications. And to do a couple of tests on you to where you can find out. Just knowing something is off at a very young age. But I remember it's like screaming at someone's body inside of your brain. And the people who love you most, they don't see you. It's like, why isn't my inside matching my outside? And of course, things happen. People could become disabled. People are in wheelchairs. We can always find worse victims. But discovering Buffy made me own who I was. It made me never to back down and always stand up for what I believe in. I'm a Scorpio. I am very loyal. I would defend my friends to my last breath. I, for some reason, was always the one to intervene to try to, bring some type of sense of normalcy back to an argument or anything that me and, I've seen my friends get into it, or they start arguing or something, or there's a problem with conflict. I'm usually one that you want to call. I don't tell people secrets. I've kept a lot of people in the friend zone. It's only because there's certain things I won't do until I'm married. And even though it ain't fun, I won't be honest, not being physical, I'm sure, isn't the best thing, but it takes discipline. I look at the greater good of knowing that my future husband will know that he was my first. And so, when I say I know a lot of DL guys that they would never tell their business because I know what it feels like to not be ready to admit what you are, how hard your group, your reality, you kind of would know already what certain friends would say, and a lot of DL men hide it. And with this show going over 140 episodes, this is where I got my strength from. Owning who I was. And I cannot stress enough how it is crucially important to tap into your uniqueness. Even if you're a little bit eccentric, you like ice skating or whatever it is that what makes you you. And I've never changed. I got wiser, stronger. But that doesn't mean I don't feel pain. I don't experience any turmoil or any bad things. Anxiety is your body running at its peak, like going into overdrive, looking for a file that's not implanted in your brain. So, everybody gets stressed. Everybody has obstacles that they have to get over. But people ask, how are you so strong? And it's because I hate it, and I hate to talk about my childhood, but my father abused me. He used to beat me in my sleep. And was so terrified of him. I remember one time not knowing how to lasso a rope, and I was so afraid that I was going to get it wrong. And as soon as I tried to turn it the wrong way, he slapped me in my face, and blood started dripping down my nose while my brothers and my sister watched. And he also beat me when I was 16 with 18 belts. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It was 12 belts, and there was one of each belt. He really thought this out. He thought it through. One belt was a chain belt. The next belt was a leather belt. The next belt was a jelly belt. They were all well thought out. And because I was grounded and I wasn't supposed to watch TV or anything, but I found a little monitor in the attic and I took a VCR up there so I can watch my Buffy. For me, it was daily. It was a ritual, and I had school, so the more I watched it, the more stronger I got. And one day, February the 14th, Valentine's Day, I opened up the door, and my father, once I opened it up, he just started punching me, kicking me, stomping me in the corner. It was like 6 o'clock, and for 30 minutes, he'd been saying, get up, and he'd knock me back down and step on me. And then when I thought, okay, if I can just survive this, then, I can eventually go to bed, or maybe I need to run away because he's going to kill me. I remember thinking that. And then he tells my brother to come here after that. And where's your other brothers? And he said, go get them. So he made them stand in a circle and told me to take my clothes off and lay across the chair. And I got literally, it was 15 sets of 30 whips across my back with all 12 belts. So imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then stop, wait 3 minutes, and I just had to take it. I couldn't run. I just had to lay there, and after the stumping I had with him beating and punching me for about 36 minutes, I looked my eye out of my arms when I was trying to cover my face, and I can see the clock in the kitchen on the stove, which is how I was able to tell how long I got my ass beat. And then he continued it with whipping me like I'm a slave across my back while my siblings watched. It went on 30 hits each set. So he did stop at 11. He was supposed to go to 15, but when he got through with me, I don't even know how I survived that, because there was blood all over the wall from him whipping my back. It was blood spatter. I remember showing my mom, and she just told me to take a bath. I had to go to school the next day. I wore trench coats to hide my bruises. And my best friend, Oliver, who loves the show too, but his nickname is Cold Spike. He was my best friend. He hated my father. He's also a Scorpio. And I adore his personality, his spirit. And we were staying after school one day, and he told me, life is like an obstacle. Only the strongest will survive. And I never forgot that, because I know in Buffy said the first year, the first rule of slaying is don't die. So, on a journey of me getting through the rest of my high school, I remember turning 18, and my father literally came to the house that I was staying at 18 with my cousin, and he threatened to kill me if I didn't wear a coat. But it's not like it was a joking matter. Like, he literally told me that I was so scared that he's going to kill me, because after he said it, he got in my face and he said, don't even think about trying to run, because, excuse my language, I know niggas in the street that I would send to get you. So if I receive another phone call from your mother, and I always promised myself that when I turned 18, I would not allow anybody, or more direct, my father, to hit me. And it just so happened, after he left, the Eminem song was on from the 8 Mile soundtrack, Lose Yourself. And that's when I ran away. I waited to 3 in the morning to move my stuff out through the back door. And I ran to an ally who gave me shelter, because I didn't want to die. And I still live with the trauma of what happened to me when I was younger. But I'm saying that to say it made me who I was. Myself. Maybe the reason I'm so tough doesn't mean, I don't have feelings or emotions or anything. It's really hard to let someone in because I don't want to get hurt. A lot of people I love died. But I always have hope. Hope that I will meet my Romeo and I can get the weight of the world off my shoulders. But in the meantime, kicking ass, it's good comfort food. So, yes, wisdom is really gained through experience, but I'm alive, and being myself caused a lot of people to abandon me, to not even want to be seen with me. And it was something that everybody knew was coming. I knew it, and I tried to literally bury it to just fit in, and that didn't work. Because if you're not happy, you're the most important person in the world. If you cannot make yourself happy, how do you expect anybody else to? If you don't love you, how can someone give you love when you haven't set a bar for yourself? Yeah, I love myself. And it is not easy to stick to your guns out of loneliness. They say human beings are designed for many things, but loneliness is not one of them. I'm always alone. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm protected. No one hurt me. No one left me. No one hurt my feelings. I'm just in a place where I accept. I don't try to change people. Some bad people, if our energies don't match, oh, trust me, this layer will be gone. But maybe through my story, through this podcast, through my journey, it's really hard to crumple it all up within probably 40 minutes, but it's new to me to write, or not literally write, but to know what I want to discuss. And I just said, there's always something born or awaken when you just naturally talk to you guys to let you know how important it is to be yourself. And when you have the number one rule, or in more in case, importantly, number two rule, which is, be yourself. It comes at a price. It's going to feel like the world is against you. But you gain a gift. And that gift will keep giving once you stay on path and track to what you, the individual, Slayerette, feels that you need to do with what your soul is telling you to do. And you can delay it. You can even try to bury it, like I literally did on New Year's Eve. Buried a picture, and I just said, now this is never going to enter my head again. That didn't work. There's no escaping this, and that's fine. I hope I was able to inspire, to uplift, to show you true understanding, evaluation, awareness. Yeah, I still suffer from trauma, but I have hope, and that hope is what keeps me understanding that I'm in a war, and every day is a battle, and I don't win the battles every single day, most of the days, but we know throughout the year there's some battles that just be really extremely spirit breaking, but I'm a Slayer. I refuse to be broken, and I hope you can get a sense of pride in listening to this episode of being yourself, because the good, the bad, the ugly, no one's perfect. But since I was very young, I've always wanted to save the world. I was always a giving person, and I always was a compassionate person, and I was very loyal. I still am, but it's hard to get in touch with me. Because, I mean, can you imagine just cutting yourself off or removing yourself? That wasn't necessarily my plan. It just happened when I decided to walk in my realness and stop running from my destiny as a slayer. I own it. And yeah, the journey, the wisdom, how it's like, if I didn't go through that, God, imagine my future wouldn't be great. I know I have my future husband coming into my picture. I don't yet know about kids because slayers, that's a challenge for you. It's going to take me a while before I can have a son that I already named Messiah. But be yourself. That's the most beneficial thing that you can do living in this world to your community. Because everybody don't want to be dancers, everybody don't want to be singers, everybody don't want to be painters, to work at a plant, to play soccer, basketball, baseball. No one wants the same thing. No human wants the same thing. A lot of us serve places. There's a lot of us who have never been satisfied with just knowing where. I want to know who, when, what, how, and why. To everything. And when I'm not evolving and growing spiritually, it doesn't happen, because every day, regardless of who I talk to, who I don't, I have this craving, even when I'm stressed out, to seek out knowledge and to learn. And it's something really rewarding in that. And I want to start using my voice to heal people, kids, children, adults, anyone who's been through trauma and think that they won't be able to get through it. You will. You will. Being yourself, you may be the next astronaut to go out into space. You can create or come up with a cure for cancer. You may save the world. And every problem that wasn't seeable eventually became seeable. And even though I shouldn't have hope, I'm holding on because I believe in something greater than the evil and the bad in the world. I believe in the greater good. And I know you may not understand what's taking place in your journey at the time, or why this happened to you. What path are you on? Are you on the right path? You won't understand it until you're truly tested. And sometimes, most of the times actually, you can be tested without knowing it. So, dabbling and studying politics. And that brought me to constitutional law. Then constitutional law brought me to criminal and civil law. And caring about community and saving the younger me. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I know being a hero isn't just kicking people's ass. It's about making statements, changing the world for the better, leaving your mark. And yes, the Slayer, me. Slayers really do understand the definition of loneliness. Let's just say that. But I am grateful, and I really, really, truly appreciate you guys listening to my season on the channel, The Slayer's Keeper. And if you don't take nothing else from this, take time to love yourself, to treat yourself the way you should be treated, and stop judging yourself based on the actions of other or social media. That's completely wrong. That's a fantasy metaverse land that is somewhere on Captain Bullshit and Planet Z for Zohan. It's if you're trying to judge yourself based off what somebody else got, yeah, you got a lot of soul searching to do, and that won't help you. But what will is always seek out knowledge. Know that there's other people out there like you, and your uniqueness is needed for this world, not just in America, but internationally. You could be holding on the key to something that can change the world. Now, why wouldn't you want to get in on that good fight? Until next time. Here we go.